Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's another episode of Forward and Back rolling around on my electric unicycle in Brisbane, Australia. Today's episode is just heading into the city to check out how things are holding up in some floods that we're actually going through here in my city. We've had record-breaking rain, record-breaking floods, and it's really causing a lot of devastation around our city. So I wanted to go in and take a look at the bike paths and see what the river was doing. It's really tragic for so many people. A lot of houses destroyed. So many people are still homeless, without power. We had over a metre of rain in some suburbs and nobody was ready for this. So good luck to everybody. There's a lot of people out just taking a look. We got a break in the weather. They asked people to stay off the roads, but using the EUC, I can get out, no problem. As I stood on the bridge back there, I'm sure I could feel it wobbling with the power of the water. There was chunks of cement hitting up against it. I decided it was best to just get off and go and take a look at South Bank and see how the floodwaters had hit over there. The river's up a lot higher than it normally is. All of these ferry terminals at South Bank are all underwater. Most of the pathways are cut off. Up ahead, this is where we did the King Song S20 demo the other night, and you'll see most of that's cut off too, and floodwaters got right into that area. So I was surprised to even get in this far. I think the tides had started to go down. It's a tidal river, so it had been up a lot higher, and this was kind of the aftermath of the big flood that came through. So I just spent the day rolling around South Bank, rolling along the river, and most of the access was cut off. Things were closed. I didn't expect to really get too far today, but just wanted to come in and take a look. On the way home, if you keep watching, you might see a nice crash. So a quick chat about the wheel. Everything's fine at the moment. No dramas. Great battery life in this weather. I haven't had to adjust any of my tyre pressures. All of my suspension chambers are holding their PSI. I really can't fault it. I'm using it every day, and I think you see I'm putting it through its paces. Really excited. I'm paying off the S20. Seeing some mixed reviews, about the range and the torque. I hope Kingsong are listening, as they keep saying they're going to make these improvements. So everybody's really expecting some good things. Let's keep posted. So there seems to be this hatred that I've come across between electric unicycles and these things, which are called a Onewheel. And look, I think this guy looks like he's having fun. He's getting the job done. I'm not sure if I could do that, but that's each to their own. He didn't know it, but we were racing here, and I was just waiting for now. And the way I see it is I won that, and EUC is better, but I actually don't really care. As long as you're on an electric vehicle and you're having a good time, I think that's enough for me. Good on him, but I won. So there's a lot of bad things happening at the moment in the world, in this city, and I think you've seen in my other videos. If you haven't seen them, please go back and look. I like to just try to get out there and sometimes put all of that out of my mind and find some headspace, try to feel good about things. So I know that people are going through a lot, and I really feel for them. Everyone here is having a hard time, and there's a lot of our community that are stepping in to help them out, so that's great. But I think it's really important to still get out, have fun, live your life, try to continue, especially if the weather clears up and it's a nice day like this and you've got an electric unicycle. You should be enjoying where you live. Enjoy the weather while we have it. This is the wheel of Brisbane, big Ferris wheel. If you've seen my other videos, we did the demo of the King Song S20 just the other week, and it was dry, there was people everywhere. Now it's all closed off, everything's roped off, none of the pathways are open, and this is after the big flood, so this is just the aftermath of things. It was pretty crazy. One of the voices I hear in my head, I like to call intuition, and one of the other voices, I'm not really sure what it's doing, but today it told me to go off-road when everything was muddy and slimy, and why don't you go off-road without a knobby tyre and see how you go with the V11. So sure, I said, and I don't think that was my intuition talking, and perhaps we'll see where it goes in just a minute. I didn't have my Insta360 camera today, but it arrived later, so I've already been out and shot the next video, which I think looks great. I'm going to have super fun with the Insta360. Please subscribe to see the next video where my iPad crashed and I actually have to go into the Apple store with my EUC, and I shot that on the Insta360. So here's a nice crash. Wait, that was far too quick, so we're going to probably slow that down, maybe try to do a slow motion. I think I caught it from the helmet camera as well, so let's run a couple of angles. You know what, my head really hit quite hard, and it was more the whiplash. I was holding it for most of that line, but then it just hit some slimy stuff and slid out, and it's going to happen. You're going to fall off. You need to get back up and keep rolling. Hopefully you didn't put your wrists out. Hopefully you didn't break anything. So up you get, check the wheel, go home, dust it off, give it a clean. Back again the next day. Water, nothing too heavy. That was good. She's a bit nasty. There's a big drop on the back there with the TSG. Yeah, pretty slippy. You'll see, I think I'll try to show you. I came through just that section. And I held it to that point. So I'm just dug in. This is Forward and Back. Thanks so much for watching my videos. Please take the time to subscribe, make a comment, leave a like, and I'll see you next time for another episode of my channel. Thanks for your support. Bye for now.